Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. And we're going to be doing it with my I Am card deck. Every card on this deck has a powerful, empowering affirmation on there to allow us to speak some life into our own experiences. This being Friday, happy Friday to you. But this being Friday, we are also going to go over all the cards from the week. We're going to get to see how we got here today. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for being here. Good morning, Shauna. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Pepper. Pepper is actually over working on, she's moderating my Twitch stream right now. So if you happen to be able to, go ahead over to twitch.tv/Global Domination LLC. And you can go say hi to Pepper. But Shauna, we'll figure out what's going on with with you being unable to watch on Twitch. Not entirely sure what's going on there. I'm sure that we can figure it out. Anyways, it being Friday, I am really excited to go through the cards for the week. But first of all, let's get through the card for today. I'm gonna pull the card off the top of the deck. I'm gonna ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we are gonna respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. As we do that, we are speaking life into our own experiences. We are changing the way that we perceive reality, and in changing our perceptions, then we are ultimately changing the course of our lives. Life isn't so much about what actually happens to us; it's about what we think about what happens to us. And in the end, eventually, if we think about it enough, we start realizing that life is happening for us, not to us. And boy, let me tell you, that is a powerful place to be. So let's have some fun. Let's pull a card and say that today I am persistent. I am persistent. I move forward with steadfast determination. So I am persistent. I move forward with steadfast determination. Are you persistent? You are persistent. You move forward with steadfast determination. I'm going to write that down in the comments, and I encourage you to do the same thing. But as I write down that I am persistent, and that I move forward with steadfast determination. As I write that down, it really makes me think about how I am persistent and the ways in my life in which I have just continued to keep on keeping on, even when the going got tough, because the prize was worth way more than the toughness that the going got. So I am persistent today. You are persistent as well. We are persistent people. That's how we got here. A vision. I've once heard it said that vision is the destination and persistence is the vehicle that you arrive in. When I was a kid, I had a Calvin Coolidge quote on my wall. It said nothing can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than an unsuccessful person with talent. And persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. Boy, let me tell you, that quote was on my wall for a very long time as a kid. And I remember just looking up all those words because when I was young, I didn't know what persistence was. I didn't know what I knew what talent was. I didn't know what omnipotence was. And so I popped out the dictionary and I started looking at those words, and I didn't really understand it at the time. But as an adult, I recognize that we cannot fail if we persist. As long as we continue to work at something, then that's something, it is inevitable that we will succeed at it. It's something that so long as we persist, we will inevitably succeed. And so I am persistent, and I move forward with steadfast determination, even if it's only a little bit. If I have something that's important to me, I make absolutely sure that I do at least a little bit of work on that thing every single day, no matter what. I don't have a 0 day on that on things that are important to me. I might not move forward very much, but I move forward a little bit. And I found that moving forward just a little bit on the things that I love, the things that are important to me, helps to set me up for success in the future. Because oftentimes I realize that the big job that I thought that I had wasn't actually a big job at all. It was a little job. Perhaps I'll see the problem from a different perspective. Perhaps I'll realize that what I was attempting to accomplish was not actually necessary, and that I could just completely skip the whole thing and look at the problem a different way. And that's something that is a gift of persistence. As we persist, we continue to consider, why something isn't the way that we would like it to be, and consequently, we are able to look at the problem from a new angle over and over and over again. And so we move forward with steadfast determination. Determination is a really important aspect of this, because as we are determined, determination basically means that we've determined the outcome. We've decided what the outcome is going to be, and we move in the direction of that outcome. We're not getting lost in the weeds of what needs to happen right now in order to move it forward, but rather we keep our eyes on the outcome, and then the steps to get there become obvious. So I am persistent. You are persistent as well, and I chose this imagery of a river that was going through a canyon to represent persistence. Now, water doesn't seem like it's all that tough until you look at the canyons that it makes, until you look at the way that it carves its way through geological formations. Water itself is wouldn't seem like it's something that could do that, and yet water over time creates these beautiful canyons. So water over time consistently, persistently removes rock from these canyons, and rock is definitely harder than water is, but persistence will wear it down over time. So we are persistent people. We move forward with steadfast determination. And today we are going to have the option to either have a 0 day on our dreams, which means that we're not going to do anything at all in our dreams. We have that opportunity. Or to persist a little bit, to just continue to do a little bit of work each and every day on the things that are most important to us, so that our dreams remain alive, so that we can that we can do the things that are most important to us, and ultimately live the life that we desire to live. So I'm very persistent. I mean, the wake-up call itself is an exercise in persistence. I just persistently choose to come here every single morning at 9 a.m. Monday through Friday and do this, whether I want to or not, whether I'm tired or not, whether I got great sleep or not. I continue to do this. And when I can't be here for whatever reason, because I have something more important than the wake-up call, and most recently like a midwife appointment, well, then I just make sure that I schedule one, and that I do this really early in the morning, and I schedule it to go out at 9 a.m. And so persistence is the vehicle that we arrive in. So we are persistent today, and we move forward with steadfast determination. All right. Looks like a couple of folks have joined. Good morning. Let's see here. It looks like good morning, Amanda. Nice to see that you're here. And a couple other people have joined in that I just haven't seen a comment from you yet. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go over the cards for the week. Let's take a look and see what we've pulled all this week, and come up with a story for how this week went. Of course, we are persistent today, and we do move forward with steadfast determination. And how can we be persistent except that we are committed, and that we dedicate ourselves wholeheartedly, which is what we affirmed yesterday. We affirmed that we are committed. That commitment comes from a greater, more expanded understanding of what is most important to us, which ties right in with the Wednesday card, where we said that we are deep. We affirmed that we are deep, that we look past the surface and into the profound. It allows us to be committed, because it allows us to have a deeper perspective. Of course, the reason that we get to be deep, that we get to look past that surface, that we get to have that expanded perspective, is because we are honest, that we communicate with sincerity and openness. And as we do that, we are able to gather around ourselves the kind of people that are helpful in the course of helping us with our own goals and dreams. That honesty is something that we are able to really cultivate, because we are helpful, that we recognize and support genuine needs. And so that was the card reading for the week. We started off by recognizing that we are helpful, and that helpfulness permits us to be honest with ourselves and others, and to communicate as such. That honesty gives us a depth of character, a depth of understanding that permits us to commit to the goals that are most important to us, and ultimately allows us to persist even in the face of obstacles, which of course makes us awesome people, because we are indeed awesome. So let's recognize our inherent value and worth. Yeah. So this was the card reading for the week. I will return tomorrow at 11 a.m. for an awesome Saturday service. Come on out to the awesome Saturday service. It's a more spiritual take on the wake up call, but basically we're going to be going over the message tomorrow is going to be about how life is art, and we're going to talk about just the way of approaching life as a child, approaching life as an artist or a creative, and understanding that no matter what, we are still creators of our lives, and that the world has a tendency of trying to convince us that we are disempowered, that we can't control what's happening, that larger things are going on than we have any power to control. And you know what? Big things do happen in this world that we don't have power to control. However, we can control how we feel about these things. We can control how we respond to these things. And ultimately, we can make art out of whatever comes to hand. If life is any kind of art, it's found object art. We find what life offers us, and then we make something beautiful out of it. So yeah, come on by tomorrow. We'll chat about that at 11 a.m. because I ain't getting out of bed at 9 a.m. on Awesome Saturday. But I will, however, hang out with awesome people, doing awesome things, eating awesome food in awesome places, celebrating my Sabbath, and perhaps celebrating yours as well. All right, guys. So we will. I want to say thank you again for being here. We will return tomorrow. Let me take a look to see if anybody else has dropped a comment. So good morning once again. Good morning once again to Pepper. Thank you so much, Pepper, for running my Twitch stream. Good morning, Lauren. Let's see here. Good morning, Shauna. Let's see. Good morning, Amanda. Wonderful to see that you are here today as well. All right. So that looks like all the folks who have dropped a comment on the stream. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Until then, this is your daily reminder that you are awesome, that you're a beautiful person, that I love you, that I care about you, that I think you're amazing. And I will talk to you tomorrow at 11 a.m. if you come on by to the Awesome Saturday service. Otherwise, 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. That's when I do the wake-up call. Tell your friends. And I do appreciate the people who share this stream, share this broadcast, and ultimately help the folks who need to find this. I will talk to you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Until then, aloha from paradise.